Hello, I'm Ps3 and this is my fourth and final question and answer video. I'm not going to be answering questions from the comments of this video next week because this is my final one. However, what I will be doing is, as soon as Type 16 or whatever next update is coming out starts to, get ground and stuff, I will be doing question and answer videos for that and slowly do the same cycle I did here because you guys really enjoyed this. Also, I'll be doing just a general question and answer video at some point in the next couple of weeks. Keep checking all the latest things and you'll find out when that will be at some point. So yeah, that's what's going to be happening. So let's get right into it with the questions. Before I actually get into these, I want to point out that the Type 14 feature list is fully announced, so if there's any features you are curious about, you can check my video from a couple days ago. I'll link it on screen right now, and you'll basically see all of them, and it should help you out because it has gameplay too. So yeah. Let's go into this week's questions. So the first question comes from UKMC, which asks, will there be Emerald Armor in TU14? So this is a simple one to answer, and it's one that you might actually think is not so obvious. Emerald Armor isn't a thing. It would actually make sense if Emerald Armor is a thing, but even on PC, 4 updates later than Emerald, they haven't made it a thing, because it's just meant to be this valuable item that isn't usable for anything but being currency, which is why there's no real use for it, as of yet, in any real crafting recipes besides the blocks. So yeah, that's why there's no Emerald Armor, and it won't be Untitled 14 because it doesn't exist. So yeah. Next question is from YFZ. So there isn't going to be any horses, no horses, please answer, thanks. So the answer to this question is no, there is no horses. Some people are holding hope that they just surprise stink them in. I was personally one of them because they did heavily hint that they'd be in there. Unfortunately, they're not going to be this update. They might either come in, the bug fix update, just, as a surprise, or it's probably going to be waiting for the next update, or maybe even the one after that, which sucks, but it's just the way things go. So no horses, unfortunately, but we can get them at some point soon. They very heavily hinted they're coming soon. So yeah, maybe next gen, who knows. Next question comes from Rodrigo Garza, who asks, do you think there'll be any different ores in TU14? Also, thank you for all the Q&A videos, I really appreciate it. So, there is actually 2 new ores coming in Type 14 that are both confirmed, of course. There is, ironically enough, there's the most rare ore in the game, the Emerald ore, which is only found in one biome, and even then it's really rare. And there is the Nether Quartz ore, which is it's the only ore in the Nether, and it's incredibly common. So you have 2 ores going on the opposite ends of the spectrum. Nether ore is great for XP. Emerald ore is really just a wild card. I found this is this nice thing. It's not something you go for. It just happens, which is I don't know if that's cool or what, but it's a nice thing. So yeah, that's Emerald on. They're the 2 new ores, and there are 2 of them coming to Type 14 to answer the question. Next question comes in from Apple Johnny, who asks, will teleporting be in survival and creative or both? But you need host privileges. So from this screenshot, it looked heavily like it would definitely be in survival because that's when the first screenshot was taken, and then the later ones about Type 14 then came out, and they also confirmed the same thing. It seems very likely that it will also be in creative because it just doesn't make any sense to only put a feature in survival because creative is just basically survival mode with cheats. And that's a cheat in survival mode. So it seems very likely. We haven't properly seen it yet, but I would be willing to bet a lot of money on it. So let's just put it that way. So yeah, it's in both survival and creative, most likely. So next question comes from Lick Remix. Will we be able to let other players fly? So this is actually a new thing with Title Update 14. I believe before this you can't actually let other people fly if you don't want to. In this latest one, you can actually. It showed in the menu. One of the Swedish things that was translated says can fly. So you can let other people fly. I don't know if there's any rules in it, if it disables their achievements or whatever. But if you you can let other people fly now, which is nice, and they don't have to be a moderator. So if you just want to have a fun survival match where you can all fly, God knows why, you can do that. So yeah. Next question comes from Spectral Rain, who asks, did you say we need new worlds for jungle temples? Unfortunately, you do need to make a new world to get jungle temples. There is a small chance that if you have part of your world that's not explored, you could explore it and then try and find the jungle temples in a jungle that way. It's a very small chance. I wouldn't bank on it. But if you do have a massive part of your world that's unexplored, you've just explored a small little corner of it, then that's a thing you could do too. So yeah, there's a chance you can get them in your current worlds, but pretty much you need a new world if you want to have a decent chance at it, really. It really depends on how rare they are, but pretty much, yeah, what I said. So, next question comes from John Crocker, who asks, will we be able to rename enchantable items, or can we, just an idea, put spawn egg in and name it what we can spawn that animal with the name overhead? So this is a feature on PC, which is a really cool one in my opinion, because you can actually name animals directly. Unfortunately, it is only a creative thing, because there are no spawn eggs in survival, but I don't think it came in 1.3 for Xbox, and it's not in the changelog, so unless they just snuck it in and didn't think it was noteworthy, then it doesn't seem very likely that it's actually going to be in this way. So the last and final question, because it's a commonly requested one, and I discussed it briefly in the Title Ps3 and certification one, was from Random Vids. When do you think TU14 will be released? So I went in certification last week, 4 days ago, but they haven't actually started working on it because it's Sunday. So the soonest time we could see it in the freak event for crazy accident thing would be crazy accident this Friday. If it, reasonably, it'd be the week after at some point, because it has to go through 2 certification processes, and at latest, it'd be the week after that. So, to put that in dates terms for you, in case you know your calendars, the earliest it could be would be the 28th, and it could be then anywhere from reasonably the 31st to the 4th, and then at latest somewhere in April, around the 10th or 11th latest. So yeah, hopefully that gives you the information you need somewhere in this video. Title 14 is coming very soon, and it's exciting. I will do these again for Title 16 or whatever it is, like I said, and also just for next gen maybe. I don't know. I really like the format. You guys do too. It's awesome, as well as a personal one at some point. So yeah, I'll let you know how that goes. So thanks for watching the video. Check out the outro videos, and goodbye.